Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And here we are taking a look at another feature of the Note 7, a brand new one, the iris scanner. But it is actually going to be sort of a small part of what is the overall security feature of the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Security is a big portion of the phone this year, and Knox is actually being made available so that you can have something called a secure folder. Now, this folder, which is accessible either through a shortcut on the home screen or in the settings, but ultimately the purpose of the secure folder is to put applications, any content, even files and folders inside of it that are then locked by any and all rather of the different security features found on the Note 7. You could use your fingerprint, you can use a PIN, you can use a pattern or a password, and you can also use the new one, the iris scanner. At the front of the device near the front-facing camera is a new dedicated camera made specifically for this purpose, and to the other side of it will be an infrared light that turns on red, and you have to look kind of in that general direction and just have your eyes within the little areas to capture your iris. Unlike fingerprints, you'll only be able to scan one iris, one set of irises rather, and from there it will be able to detect your eyes when compared to pretty much anybody else that's trying to get into your phone. Now, there are going to be some caveats to this. The iris scanner does require you to have just your pure eyes available for scanning, and then if later on when you try to unlock the device or the secure folder using the iris scanner, you happen to have glasses on or contacts even, it could disrupt the scanning itself and make it so that your eyes are not recognizable to the phone. But by having glasses off, and actually with contacts on, I didn't have any problems with this, but then again, I did scan it with my contacts on to begin with. The iris scanner is actually quite fast. We were kind of impressed by it because we've seen iterations of this security feature in the past that ultimately were just a little bit too slow. If you're looking at your device already when you're unlocking it, then it's a pretty easy step to be able to get into the interface. Essentially, you just turn on the phone using either the home button or the power button on the side. When you swipe up, which is still a gesture you have to use, according to Samsung, the swipe up was just the extra layer of protection, so it's not always just firing the infrared camera. But when you swipe up on the lock screen, it will bring up a small area where there are some, let's say, Terminator or HUD-like elements on there, showing you where your eyes should be. And once it recognizes just the actual composition of your iris, then it would just unlock the device. It does so in a very quick way, almost as fast as the fingerprint reader actually, and we were pretty impressed by it, like I said already. You can use the iris scanner for locking the device, unlocking the device rather, or the secure folder, making it another feature already fully integrated into the package that is the Note 7. So that's your look at the security features, but more specifically the iris scanner of the Note 7, and you can keep it tuned here for our look at the S Pen, our full hands-on, and of course all of our comparisons. We have a lot of coverage of the Samsung Unpacked event, rather the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 that was announced at it, here at AndroidAuthority.com. So make sure you stay tuned here and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that you can keep up with all of that and more, because we are your source for all things Android.